got a video like that.
They think it's sweet, I had to pave me away. Blame it on my city, that's what made me this way. I gotta jump out the porch and touch the pavement today. But I bet I make a killing before they take me away. Yeah. Before it's all said and done, they gon' know that we the ones. Before it's all said and done, they gon' know that we the ones.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's Wes, back at it again today. Swing in front of my face. Swing over. But anyway, today we doing my head gasket. Let's see how that motherfucker go. You already know it's a lot of work, so let's get to it. All right, this is where I'm at. As you see, I can, as you see, I've removed the upper and lower intake manifolds off of the head. Furthermore, remove the timing cover by removing the harmonic balancer using the awesome rental tool from O'Reilly. Part number 67007 will remove the harmonic balancer for basically anything you need to do with the timing. It works perfect. 20-something bucks. And you can keep it if you want to. Next thing we'll do is remove the exhaust manifold. I've kept the cam covers and the spark plugs in until right when I'm about to set the timing so I can remove the cams and everything. I want to wait till the end, just to keep those as clean as possible. Alright, so like I said, as you can see, the whole ratchetness of hoses and everything have been removed and put over here. Making progress. About to cap off the day with this and then call it a night. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Alrighty, this is where we at right now. Got the head off. I had to take off that rear exhaust manifold. That Johnny was kind of stuck because the pipe is solid. I removed the support bracket on the lower part of the exhaust that goes right from a flange to the transmission bell housing. Had to remove that just to get the exhaust pliable enough to move out of the way. As you can see, the head is off. I did try to clean the surface a little bit with some razor blades, but still a lot of gasket material. As you can see, that's the cylinder that a little bit of water was getting in. You see it's nice and clean from getting steamed as the car was running. It wasn't smoking or anything, but yeah. So I got a few tools that coming in tomorrow, some roll-lock discs, electric compressed, I guess a compressed air can. How should I put this? It's like basically a rechargeable compressed air can. It's just an electric pump that shoots out air through a little small outlet that is pretty powerful from what the reviews say. So we'll see it. We'll see tomorrow when it comes in, so I can blow all this debris that kind of fell down into a couple cylinders. I tried to keep as much as I could out when I was doing it, but it's inevitable. You see everything is pretty much out the way, ready to get put back in. Yeah, stay tuned for part 2. This is where I'm going to wrap up part 1 at. Part 2, I will be prepping the surface with the roll-lock disc so you can see the night and day difference on how the maiden surface will look on the block. Yeah, I had to pinch off that fuel line because that Johnny kept leaking even with no fuel pressure. Even though the pipe kind of goes up, it's weird. It was still leaking, making the whole garage smell like gasoline. I got a lot of new gaskets. I'm going to pull this water pump off. Yeah, so I can get a new one. I'm going to warranty that Johnny tomorrow, as well as a few other things. Time belt tensioner. A lot of this stuff is new from recent repairs. Like I put the time belt tensioner pulley on about 3 years ago, and it's still solid. It rolls fine. You see it still looks pretty new, even after 3 years. Yeah. And we will see what happens as I experience, using these different kind of bristle roll-lock discs tomorrow. Stay tuned for part 2. And for now, I am out of here.